camera dock, computer, and projector. We're adding the monitor to it so that it helps you manage what you're showing to the class and what you're showing to the kids at home, and separate the two and still be able to keep track of everything. So the camera works in two ways. It passes through the video signal to the projector, and it can also project the picture from the camera either to the projector and back to the computer. So by default, I don't know, when you plug in your computer into the docking station when everything's connected, computer decides how it sets up the screens. You're essentially working with 3 displays, right? Anytime on the desktop, anywhere, right click, choose display settings, you're getting into the display setup. So right now, as you can see, let me move it to the big screen. As you can see, I have 3 screens, everything extended, so each display is independent. I can put different stuff on all 3 of them. That's not normally how you would use it. I mean, you can use it if you're teaching fully virtual class, right? Because you don't care what's showing to the class. You operating 3 displays and you're using them any way you want. So this is the setup that can be for the fully virtual class. But when you have kids in the room and kids at home, you want to control what's showing to the kids in the room, and you still want to see what the kids at home are doing, right? But you don't want that to be seen to the kids in class. So that's what we're going to try to set up today, and I'm going to show you how to manage and control what shows on which display. So we have 3 screens, right? I can hit the identify button and it's going to show me, okay, this is screen 1, this is screen 2, this is screen 3. So now I can plan how I'm gonna bring them together. Let's say I want to use this display and the projector I want to be duplicated, right? So anything that shows on this screen will be shown on the projector. This is what my kids in the class gonna see. So any presentation that I do, I want it to be on these 2 screens, right? And then the Google Meet, I'm gonna keep separately on this display, so it's just for me, the kids in the class don't see it. To do that, yeah, let me check again. So this is 1 and 2.
Can you explain that a little bit by identify 1 and 2? So
yeah, so when you hit identify button, you see which display, what number, right? So I want to 1 and 2 displays, I want to make them duplicate. So I scroll down into multiple display sections and I see the option duplicate desktop on 1 and 2. So now you see this is separate. Let me move.
So that becomes your desktop, the big screen, the
desktop is the smartphone.
PC becomes your desktop. I know.
Well, it's actually you can choose which
you can choose which you want to have the same exact information, and then one that might extend. It's kind of like an extension of your desktop.
So I select 1 and 2 and I scroll down here and I say make this my main display, and now all of my controls, all my menus are on these 2 displays, right? All the icons. Oh.
How easy is it to go from what you have on 1 and 2 and a separate screen on 3, and maybe you want to change screen 3?
You want to change, you meaning the content?
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. So the second thing, once you you duplicated the image on these 2 displays, this is extended, this is a separate, right? We want to place them properly, because right now you see the cursor is moving. If I move it to the right, it doesn't go anywhere. If I move it to the left, that's where it's moving to the screen. So what I want to do, I want to say my display 3 is actually on this side, and I'm gonna apply, and now I move in the direction of the display, and the cursor moves
Okay.
the way it is. So now I can take any window, right? I grab any window and I move it to whatever display I want. So little tricks: if you move all the way up and touch the cursor to the top of your screen, it opens full screen. If you wanna move it to the right side, touch the cursor, it actually snaps it to the side of the screen, and it offers me to open the other window that I have on the second half of the screen. So that's if you ever need that, you can do it, right? Okay, so now I'm done with setting up. Now I have duplicate, I have
And
extended
3 is your
screen.
monitor.
Yes. So now we're going to the Google Meet. I start Google Meet, and I want to keep it on this display. If it starts here, you can move it to that screen. And here is the thing also. Let's say I want to present to class, I want to present YouTube. It's also Google Chrome, right? So I grab this tab where Google Meet is happening, I move it to this display, and I keep the rest of the on my main screen, right? So now I can open YouTube.
It's never been easier to switch from summer mode to fall mode with Optimum.
Full screen, and I can go and present the Chrome tab and YouTube.
Do you have
To
to
the
mute
meet.
the original computer when
Sorry?
you're playing a YouTube on the other screen?
No, you don't have to. I mean,
Get free online internet plus live streaming and
That's what I
on-demand
end up having to do because. Oh, right.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
the computer. It's one
Right, 'cause
computer.
I'm on two,
It's one
okay.
computer. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not. When you have two devices, you have to keep track of muting
Okay.
microphones and the speaker.
Good.
This is one. So that's it.
All for just $65
My kids in the
a
class
month.
see the
Plus,
presentation. My kids at home see the presentation.
Wait,
Right?
How are the
now.
kids at home seeing it? Because all I see is us. Right.
No, I mean this is not what the kids seeing. This is my presenter screen. You see, it says I'm presenting, but the kids at home, they're gonna see my presentation. and
That's
then
a meet, so
my
the kids are
image
seeing
is
him
on
and
the-
you.
So the kids are seeing what's on the smart board and on your own computer,
Well,
even though you don't see it, that they're seeing.
yes.
Because you presented
But you will
it.
see it.
You presented
will
it
see
to them.
Because he's saying, because you can see the kids on one screen, he's presenting on the other. So you'll see what you're presenting as.
So whatever I'm
But
presenting
not
on
his-
this screen
not on
and
his
thing.
monitor, you don't see
Yeah,
it.
the box right there that's
But you
black
will.
with the blue
That's what they're
arrow,
seeing,
that
yeah.
is what they're seeing there.
And
You
the
just
screen
don't
to
see
the
it.
right
So you
is
don't-
the
they don't
kids.
see what
We
they know.
see the
You don't
kids.
see
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you
right
see the
there.
kids.
You're
If
just
if everyone would join the meet, you would
Yeah.
see them here. So
Yeah,
now
but would the other kids see those kids?
No.
I mean, if your monitor is turned
Right, the other way.
the back to the class, you are behind the monitor. They don't see what's
But
happening
if I'm
there.
not behind the monitor, they don't see me.
Who?
So,
No, if
the
you have to be
kids at
behind, if
home.
you're not behind your computer.
No, but if you turn that
The
screen
kids at home,
around.
that screen doesn't matter. Camera, right now, the camera is here, right? So if you're behind your
Yeah.
laptop, the kid's seeing you.
Right, but you have to stay behind your laptop.
Yeah, you can
Yes,
stay in front of the
or,
camera.
Or,
if you switch to this camera, then you can point it to whatever. So that's where we're going next. So I'm gonna stop presenting. And now this camera can be used in two different ways.
Yes.
So it can be, you can open it up and then present to the kids, or you can use it as the web camera directly. So instead of this camera showing me, I can stream this camera in, and then I have a flexibility of showing anything in the class in any direction.
But you have to move that.
Yes, you have to move that.
Are we getting that?
That's like your,
How do you move it and read your story or do your lesson at the same time?
John, it's like a selfie stick.
I've just planted it like this and it gets the whole view.
It gets
So-
the room.
It gets a broad view.
So now, this is the one way you can use this camera. Sphere 2 software. To get it, if you haven't installed it yet, if you start typing Software Center, open it up.
Like if there's an issue with this is where they'd write an IT ticket, correct?
Yes, but I mean, this is the Software Center. That's just, you open it up, you find the A+ suite. I send the instructions at the beginning of the year and you install it on your computer yourself. You don't
That's
need,
for installing the document camera on our computer.
that's to install the software that can work with document camera. That's like, you don't have to have that software if you're planning to use it just as the webcam, you don't need that software. But with that software, this is what you can do. You can show both your picture, you stream your video to the kids, and then I'm gonna present a window, and I'm gonna choose this window to present.
What window did you pick?
I picked this visualizer, right? That's the software that works with the camera, and now I have the image from the camera. I'm presenting both at the same time. The kids can see me and they can see what's under the camera. Yes.
So when you went to choose, was it pick a window, pick a
Yes.
window, pick
Yes. Pick a window.
Pick a
Yes.
window.
Present the window, and you choose which window to do it. So now you can read them a book, and they can see you and the book at the same time. And with this software, the image is always right, both on this screen and on the screen for the kids.
Is there any way to know?
Is it 820? All right, 820, Serhiy.
We're
Okay.
gonna need a lot more.
So
Well, this
And
is.
also, what we